Welcome to another in the series on how you can make gold in Guild Wars 2. Today we're going to be looking at a way that I've not covered really in my channel before, and that is how you can make money from certain items that are time gated in Guild Wars 2. And what do I mean by time gated? Well, these tend to be items, as you can see here. For example, I'm on my chef, my warrior who is a master chef, and we have this material here, a plant of Piquant food plant. Now, this is a material you can only craft once every 24 hours, or once every day. So you could craft, for example, just before the end of the day and then straight after the new day has started on the server time, and you could, so you don't actually have to craft them every 24 hours. However, why are these materials a way of earning gold? Well, let's take this plate of Piquant food, plant food. How much do you think this is worth? Well, obviously these prices will fluctuate since the video comes out, so please be aware of that when you check them out. So we need 2 slabs of red meat. Okay, so that's a silver. 1 silver. 2 ghost peppers. Okay, what do we got here? Call it 4 silver, so 8 silver, so we're at 9 silver so far. Okay, 2 saffron threads. Okay, we'll call it a silver, so we're up to 10 silver. 4 foxfire clusters. 20. Okay, so that's 80. So that's 90 silver. Okay, so you'd assume the plate of Piquant plant food would be around about, just under a gold. Well, let's see how much it is. Wow, it's over 2 gold. Double the value of the materials. Why is it that much? Because you can only craft a specific amount per day. Now, just to bear in mind, this plate of Piquant plant food was for the creation and crafting of one of the bloodstone dust eaters, Mordry, or the only bloodstone dust eater. And what happened was, when this first came out, plant of Piquant food was up at around 7 gold because people didn't want to wait to craft them. You had to craft 7 of them, and so would buy them straight off the trading post. So now these time-gated materials are pretty substantial and pretty worthwhile. So now look, I've crafted one. If you look at the server time here, it's almost 5 o'clock PM, which means that add 7 hours, that'll be the restart of the day. So that is how often you can actually craft these items. So let's look at the plant of Piquant food. We've crafted that. Remember, these items actually cost less than 1 gold. It's costing around 90 silver for these materials. So let's sell that on the trading post. We'll put it just 1 copper less. So I'll make 175. So I will make around about 85 silver from this. Not a bad effort for just for one of these items, for materials that I have lots in my bank apart from the foxfire clusters. But that's one of the options you can make. And these time-gated items are going to be pretty popular because, people can't or won't keep crafting them every day. Now, there are certain other materials and certain other different items that are very, very highly time-gated, meaning that you actually can only craft 1 a day, or you can only craft some of the materials once a day. I'm just thinking of the quartz crystal. The Charged Quartz crystal, you can craft every day. It's not hard. Everybody can get that very easily. However, people don't always do it every day. And you're limited. I mean, God, the Charged Quartz crystals, I've got so many. If we look here in my bank, I've actually got a stack on one of my other characters. But these are the Charged Quartz crystals that you actually can craft. But the material, I've got 348. I should be crafting 25 every day into one of them. And I just keep forgetting. Because you go into your home instance, you need to take these with you. And so because I forget, and because people like me don't really do it that often, these become highly valuable. So let's go into our Huntsman panel. Let's see what we can craft here. What is it that we can craft? Well, here we have a plant of Meaty plant food. Okay, well, what about this? How much are these worth? This is, again, something you need to the creation of Mordry. So we got, call it 3 silver for that. Vials of potent blood. We're talking 7, so we're up to 10 silver, 2 large bones, and that's another 3 silver, call it, so 13 silver. Add the incandescent dust, so that is going to be another 3 silver, we'll call it. So we'll call it around 16 silver. So how much do we think the plant of meaty plant food is? Wow. Well above average. Well above average. And that is making you again, around, I'd say, well, if we said it was around 13, we're talking just under 50 silver, so just under half a gold. So that is what we can be earning or that's actually what we're selling it. So let's craft it and find out. So we've crafted it. Again, if you look at the time gated, it's 7 hours till the next time we can craft it. I didn't take into account the tax. So here we go, we're going to sell it for 62, so we'll make 53. So that'll make us 40 silver. Not exactly a lot, but you keep doing that every day, it builds up. So we're going to list that there. So these types of items are ways in which you can actually earn a lot of gold. If you think about the other time-gated items, the ascended materials that you can craft, so you can only craft one of these every day, and obviously you need them for the ascended materials. But that's what actually why some of these, particularly the ascended weapons, are pretty highly valued. Particularly these, initially these materials, the Deldrimor Steel Ingot, actually were worth quite a lot of money, much more than what they are now. And you can see here, I've already sold one of those, the plant of meaty plant food, the plate of meaty plant food. But as I said, there are many different time-gated materials that you can use, and I think the quartz one is a very, very good one indeed. Why is that? Well, there is a particular recipe, and what we're going to do, we're going to change character, and we're going to go on to my necromancer. Where is my necromancer? Desiree, there we go. So now the reason I'm going on to my character here is because she is a master jeweler. And one of the recipes I actually have requires the charged quartz. And so you actually need 10 of these to make in your recipe. So think about it. To actually get this item, it needs at least 10 days of crafting this material. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop over here. And that's what I'm talking to you, because generally, if you look at on the trading post, if you want to craft something, generally the outcome of what you craft, say for example a greatsword, so you craft a rare greatsword, so you'll need mithril, you'll need elderwood, and you'll need a tier 5 material. Generally the greatsword will be worth around the same as the input. How much you put in will actually be the same as what you actually get out. But not in this case. In this case we are talking some of the items are worth a lot more. Sorry, this is the tailor. I need to go to the jeweler. The jeweler's upstairs. So time-gated items tend to be worth more than the sum of their parts. And that is pretty substantial, and it's something, as I need to use 2 hands for this. These time-gated materials will initially, for example, when Mordry came out, I was selling, rather than crafting Mordry, I wanted to sell these materials, and I was earning a lot of gold just by crafting them every day. No different to anybody else, but the difference was I wasn't in an urgent need to use them. So here we have an example here, the grow lamp. Now the grow lamp requires 10 charged quartz crystals, 10 orichalcum settings, so we're talking 2 gold here. So 2 gold for that. The 25 sunstone lamps. So how much of 25? So here we go. Another 2.5 gold. So we're at 4.5 gold right now. And 25 watchwork sprockets. That'll take us 76. So we're talking, I don't know, around about 5.25 gold. Okay, so how much is the grow lamp going to be worth? Wonder. Wow! Look at that. That is almost 4 times the value of what the materials are worth. Alright, okay, so let's go, for example, the charged quartz crystals. So you need 25 of them. I mean, the basic crystals that you can actually buy on the trading post. You cannot buy the charged quartz crystals. That is one of the things about the time-gated materials. So, alright, so it's 25. So you actually need 250 to actually do this. So 250. Well, that's actually quite a lot. I mean, it's actually around about 8 gold, so that's why it tends to be quite a lot of gold into that as well. I just, obviously, as someone who's got a lot of them, don't really think about that, because you need 250, because every day you can combine 25 of these into a charged quartz crystal. So 250 of these materials, so that's 8 gold. So added onto that, so it's 13. Okay, so that's may not be as much profit as we initially had assumed, but so yeah, so 13. All right, so it's 13 gold to actually craft it, but it's still 19 gold to make it, and that is a substantial amount of money. You know, the difference between how much the materials it costs to make it and how much the outcome is. This is probably one of the biggest, you know, sort of differences, these time-gated materials, because they're not hard for generally basic players to come across. It doesn't take too long. So these type of items tend to be what's worth a substantial amount of money and can earn you easy gold, because I'm sure a lot of these items are sitting in your inventory. You may not have realized a lot of these items that you don't craft them every day, and so people that do need them who can't, you know, craft them every day, you know, if to get this item, okay, so let's say you're a brand new player, you've never created any charged quartz crystal. If you had all the basic materials, it would take you 10 days to craft this grow lamp, over a week. People don't want to wait that long, so they're willing to buy these materials, and since you can't buy these charged quartz crystals, you can have to buy the grow lamp direct, and that's where how you can make money on this. I hope this has been a little bit interesting for you. Remember, all these time-gated materials tend to be worth more money than the sum of their parts. That is the whole point of this video, so please be aware of that prices may change as well, and obviously initially there's going to be a big spike in the fact that people want to buy them and get it out of the way as soon as possible, and then the price will drop dramatically. I hope this has been of interest to you. Feel free to add any comments, any suggestions, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.